Hello, and welcome back. I am Maester Aelix, and this is Fallout New Vegas Enclave Modded. We are right back where we left off here in the Prospector Bar in the town of Goodsprings. There's the sad Sunny smiles because her dog unfortunately died, and it may or may not be my fault. Anyway, apparently we need to go
I'm
talk to
done
the
being nice.
this place.
If you don't hand Ringo over soon, I'm going to get my friends and we're burning this town to the ground. Got it?
We'll keep that in mind. Now, if you're not gonna buy something, get out.
What the hell is your problem?
You're the one with the problem, Joe Cobb.
What do you want? He's some traitor who decided he'd rather shoot than pay the toll for being in our territory. He's hiding somewhere in town. Would serve these idiots right if me and my guys shot the place up after we got payback on Ringo. It is now. Me and the rest of the guys busted out of the NCR prison east of here and took over. Now we're calling the shots. None of your damn business. You ought to know better than to ask a man that kind of question.
I just need to know if I should watch my step around you.
Robbed some people, burned some things, killed a few guys.
Well then. What's been going on in the rest of the wasteland?
Same old shit that's been going on for years. The NCR and Legion are still fighting over Hoover Dam for some reason.
Do you know anything about the Hoover Dam?
Never been there since the NCR's got troops all over it. Must be pretty important.
Really? Tell me about the NCR.
New California Republic. Nothing new about it. Just a bunch of people with money and power pushing everyone else around. They've got troops all over the Mojave. But it's a big desert, so it's pretty easy to avoid them if you want.
What do you know about the Legion?
I've run with some tough gangs, but I gotta admit, they all got nothing on the Legion. I hear they stick you up on poles and it takes a while to die. I ain't saying I'm afraid of them or nothing, but I'll be staying out of their way.
Yeah, healthy respect and fear. Two different things. Well, that's about it. Have a good day.
Yeah.
Hey there. Well, you've been causing quite a stir. Glad I finally got to meet you. Welcome to the Prospector Saloon. Looks like our little town got itself dragged into the middle of something we don't want anything to do with. About a week ago, this traitor, Ringo, comes into town. Survivor of an attack, he says. Bad men after him. Needs a place to hide. We figured he was just in shock, so we gave him a place to lie low. We didn't actually expect anyone to come after him.
No. It's odd that Cobb wasn't able to find Ringo. Town's not that big.
Cobb hasn't exactly been looking for Ringo too hard. I think he's afraid that Ringo will ambush him, which is probably true.
Ah, I see. Why not just kill Cobb and be done with it?
You mean murder him? That's not our way, even if Cobb is scum. He can bluster and threaten all he wants.
Ah, okay. What are you going to do?
Some of the others, like Sonny, will probably stand up for Ringo if he asks for help, which he hasn't. Personally, I hope he sneaks out of town one night and takes the powder gangers with him.
Powder gangers?
Chain gangs, really. The NCR brought them in from California to work on the rail lines. Problem is, it turns out that giving convicts a bunch of dynamite and blasting powder isn't the best idea. It was a big escape not too long ago. Some of them stuck together so they could make trouble. That's what we're dealing with now.
Ah, that makes sense.
He's holed up at the abandoned gas station up the hill.
Ah.
All right.
I'm trying to track down the people who attacked me. Know anything about them?
Not much, other than they're a bunch of freeloaders who expected a few rounds on the house. I was able to get them to pay up, though. Of course, one of the great cons did knock my radio to the floor, by accident. and it hasn't been working since.
Did they say where they were going?
They were having some kind of argument about it, but the guy in the checkered coat kept shushing them. Sounded like they came in from the north through Quarry Junction. If that's the case, I can't say I blame them for not wanting to go back.
Why is that?
That whole area is overrun with the kind of critters that just get mad if you shoot them. Merchants avoid that whole stretch of I-15 like it's radioactive, which it could be for all I know.
Good to know. So where were they headed?
I didn't hear exactly, but the leader was talking about the strip. Fella wants to get there and avoid the 15, he'd have to go east. Take Highway 93 up.
All right.
Sure, the outside looks okay, but I think something broke on the inside. There'd be caps in it for you. I do like to hear what's going on in the world. And that Mr. New Vegas seems like such a gentleman.
Oh, glad I could help. Do you know the robot that rescued me?
I know that thing as much as anyone else around here. It mostly keeps to itself, which is just fine by me.
You don't like him?
It acts friendly enough, but I don't trust that whole cheerful cowboy act. I find it all very creepy.
What does he actually do around here?
Other than rolling around once in a while, it doesn't do anything useful as far as I can tell. I don't know why it took an interest in you, but I'd be careful. It's never helped anyone before.
Oh, good to know. How long has it been here?
It was here when I took over the saloon 7 years ago. Some people have said its owner lived here, but no one knows who it was.
Never mind.
Fine by me.
Goodspring get many visitors?
Mostly traders looking to buy bighorn or meat and hides. The traders are the main reason the general store manages to stay in business. Most travelers heading south on the I-15 just push on towards Prim, unless they're in desperate need of supplies.
Anything interesting going on?
There's always something interesting going on. But the biggest news has to be the coming dust-up between the NCR and the Legion over the dam.
Why do you think they both want the dam?
I'm pretty sure the NCR wants to hold on to the dam because it's one of the few places around that can make electricity. The Legion are a bunch of savages, though. No idea why they'd want the dam. Probably plan on destroying it or something.
Wow. That's terrible. Tell me about the NCR.
The New California Republic's got the most power in Nevada. Money, troops, you name it. They do what they can to keep things safe in the region. But if you ask me, they're trying to do too much. They're spread too thin.
I see. What can you tell me about the Legion?
Slavers, killers, and all other kinds of trouble. They dress up like Roman soldiers, so there's no mistaking it when you see them. The rumor is that the Legion is far larger than the NCR lets on, and that it's been due to luck that the Legion hasn't overrun the territory.
Ah. So what happens if I help Ringo?
If you were able to get Ringo out of this mess, you'd have a decent reputation around Goodsprings. I'd even set you up with a discount. Of course, helping Ringo would also make the powder gangers mad, and they've got a lot of friends out there.
So if I help Ringo, Goodsprings will like me more. What if I help the powder gangers?
Don't know why you'd want to do a thing like that. Yep, you'd get on their good side, but people around here wouldn't appreciate it one bit.
Well, you have yourself a fine day then.
Be careful out there.
Well. A lot of really good options. However, we're going to go with Confirmed Bachelor. Mostly because 10% damage to Legion. It's all guys, so there we go. Well, there best I can do to offer to help Ringo deal with the powder gangers. Let's see if I can fix Trudy's radio somehow. Well, I need a bench of some sort to do that. I thought there was one outside. Okay, yes, here we are. Recycling, that's always good. Well, I'll take care of Trudy's radio some other time. Heh. Oh well, that was kind of wasteful of ammunition, but still.
Hello.
Sergeant Arcus. Heard your name dropped earlier. Well, that's quite the tale you're telling. Well, at least you can point me in the right direction. That's it for now. You have yourself a fine day. Old gas station. Saw that. Ah, yeah, up by Doctor's house. Poseidon Energy. Good stuff, that Poseidon Energy.
That's close enough. Who are you, and what do you want with me?
I'm not an enemy, if that's what you're asking.
Sorry about the gun. You just caught me off guard, that's all. We got off to a bad start. What say we start over with a friendly game of Caravan? You know how to play?
No, I know I don't, but did you know there's a man named Joe Cobb looking for you?
Yeah. He doesn't look very tough, though. I hear he's afraid I'll shoot him down from one of the windows when I see him. And he's right. I'll have a much bigger problem once his friends show up. There's no way I could handle all of them in a gunfight.
Why are the powder gangers out to get you?
My caravan was on the return trip from California and heading back to the company branch in New Vegas when we got jumped. Not even a drop your weapons and hands up before the bullets started flying. We put up a good fight, but there was too many of them. I took a few of the bandits down before I ran, so I figure their friends are out for revenge.
What are you going to do about them?
I'm gonna lay low for as long as I can, assuming the town doesn't throw me to the wolves. I've got no chance against the gang on my own.
You need a hired gun, and I'm available.
All I've got left on me are a handful of caps. But you get me out of this, and I'll make sure the Crimson Caravan pays you back. You've got my word.
That'll have to do. What now?
We'd just end up sharing the same grave if it's just the two of us. Now, if some of the other people in town were also on board...
I'll ask around, see who I can rustle up.
Start with Sunny Smiles. She's been friendlier than most around here.
That she has. More Sunset Sarsaparilla. What you got in there? Maze. Oh goodness. Well, I'll go see what we can do. I'll have to talk to Sonny over at the Prospector.
Hi there. Sticking around Goodsprings for a while longer?
I'm gonna help Ringo take on the powder gangers. I might need your help.
Say no more. I'm in.
Well, that was easy.
Joe Cobb talks about leaving us alone if we hand over Ringo. But I know his type. He and his friends will come after the town eventually. However, between you, me, and Ringo, we aren't exactly a force to be reckoned with. A lot of people around here look up to Trudy. If you could convince Trudy to join us, some of the folks in town might decide to help out as well. I know Easy Pete's got a stock of dynamite somewhere. And Chet just got a shipment of leather armor we could borrow. Talk to them as well.
Can
Finally,
do.
there's a good chance we'll all end up with extra holes in us. So if Doc Mitchell could cough up some extra stim packs, that'd be great.
All right.
A silver tongue would help. Convincing Trudy that we had a good plan to win the fight would also help.
Gotcha.
I don't think give is in Chet's vocabulary. Even with the town at stake, he'd still make you barter with him.
Good to know.
Easy Pete's pretty protective of his dynamite. You'd have to convince him you know a thing or two about explosives before you handed it over.
Okay. Well, let me
I'll
go
be
ask
waiting.
around. Well, this does not sound like an easy task, but we'll see.
Evening. So you're planning on taking on Joe Cobb's gang. It's a big risk, but I suppose you have to do what you think is right.
Yes, ma'am. Oof.
All the more reason for me to sit this one out. I'll be rooting for you, though.
Well, thank you. I'll see what I can do then.
Be careful out there.
Evening.
Easy, Pete.
Howdy.
I heard you got some dynamite that would help us beat the powder gangers.
Too dangerous. Gonna kill all yourselves if I let you touch it. Better to leave it buried. Safer that way. Too dangerous. Sorry. Blow yourself up. Blow your neighbor up. Blow the whole town up.
Oh. What do you know about Joe Cobb?
Bad trouble.
Never mind.
Uh-huh.
Alright.
Yep.
Well, let's try the general store then. Oh boy. A lot of interesting things about.
You must be the one Doc Mitchell was patching up. The way I heard it, I didn't think you'd be walking out of that office. I've got plenty of supplies for sale. Even got some weapon mods and special ammo. Well worth the caps if you ask me. If you're hurting for caps, I've also got boxes of surplus ammo in the miscellaneous section. They're not great, but you get what you pay for.
Alright. Good to know. What makes it inferior?
It's all about quantity over quality. Trouble is, you'll be cleaning and fixing your gun a lot more than usual when you use those kind of bullets.
That makes sense. What do you know about the situation with the powder gangers?
If Ringo doesn't head out on his own, I think we should hand him over. The town shouldn't get itself mixed into the problem. Don't mistake that for coward talk, though. We're a town of survivors. We'll fight tooth and nail if pushed, but we don't go looking for trouble.
Well, I need supplies to fight the powder gangers.
Now just hold on. I never voted to take on the powder gangers. That's a 1,000-cap investment you're talking about. You made your point. I can provide people with some leather armor and extra ammo. Sure hope it's worth it. And I'll be guarding the store while all this is going on. I have to put my business first. You understand.
Yes, I do. Well, I'll be back later to
Take
talk
it easy
to you.
now.
But we got problems to solve first.
I'll keep an eye out for the powder gangers and meet up with you and Ringo when the time comes.
Alright.
Until next time.
Well, I guess it's time to talk to Ringo then. Don't know enough about explosives or being convincing to get the others to help, but at least I can get some armor for the man.
So what's going on? Did Sonny agree to help us?
Yep.
Well, I guess that means we're ready to go. Unless you think there's something else you can do.
Stay here for now.
Alright.
Alright, I know. I got some leather armor, which, well, let me see if that's good for me.
What's the plan? Are we ready?
Sure, let's do this.
Alright.
Time to look alive. The powder gangers are here to play. At least 6. Joe Cobb included. They look pretty mean.
Let's go.
I'll be set up near the store. Let's hope that the gang doesn't manage to make it that far. We can talk after this is over.
Well, that just ain't right. I don't want to shoot Easy Pete.
No!
Uh-oh. Oh, why did I have to pick up so much stuff? I'll be back for that in a bit.
Come on!
I will get you, Joe Cobb. Seems like the people around here like me.
I owe you a huge favor for this. Here, these are technically Crimson Caravan funds, but I know they'll understand once I explain things.
Well, glad to help.
I'll stick around for a bit longer, but I'll be gone in a few days. If you ever visit New Vegas, look me up at the Crimson Caravan camp.
Oh, I will. Thank you. Oh. A lot of these powder gangers seem to carry some nasty guns. And dynamite. Goodness gracious. Someone around here had a more than adequate energy weapon. Just gotta know where they went. I mean, here's the one I chased down. Goodness gracious. Well, that was a heck of a thing.
That'll teach the powder gangs to avoid Goodsprings in the future.
Most certainly will.
Sure can. Take the road southeast out of town till it hits the freeway. Prim is the town with the roller coaster straight south. Can't miss it. NCR patrols do a good job of keeping the highway clear, but I'd keep your gun where you can reach it easily. You never know who you'll run into. Off the road, you'll probably start running into hostile wildlife. My advice would be to stick to the highway when you can.
Thanks for the advice. Sounds good. Have yourself a
Until
fine
next
day.
time.
And now that we've defended the town of Goodsprings and everyone seems to like us...
Hello?
I'm glad that business is over. I like it when Goodsprings is nice and quiet.
Me too.
Be careful out there.
I will say thank you all for joining me. I hope you're enjoying my content as much as I'm enjoying making it for all of you. And I really do enjoy making it for all of you. That's because because of this, I put out a video every single day of the week. Yes, all 7 days. If you do like my content, then please do the usual wonderful YouTube thing of like, comment, subscribe, and of course, share. Share with your friends, your family, your enemies, your frenemies, even your nemesis, because you want more people to enjoy Maester Aelix. Anyway, if you really do enjoy my content, then please consider following the links down below. One is to my Discord server, and one is for something really, really special. Anyway,
Hello.
thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you all next time.